how serious are you about the Shakur fight, and do you want to unify with Devin now that you're the champion?
Oh, I'm open to all those, whatever. Shakur is somebody that I fought in the amateurs, and we went at it, and I felt like I beat him.
Shakur building that fight, saying he'll show Ryan levels regardless. 144, let's do it. Ryan saying, all right, let's run it. Two of the best. Yes, Ryan is in that conversation once again. As a world champion, you get to be called one of the best in the world at their weights, meet in the middle, and let's throw the down.
Shakur at 44, what do you think?
I love the fight. I think that's perfect. I think it'll be a lot of excitement to that fight. It's a big money fight. Ryan Garcia is somebody that comes in there. You never know which version of him is going to show up. So if the good version of him show up, he gets spanked. If the bad version of him show up, he gets spanked. Either way, he don't stand a chance.
Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson are being targeted for a showdown at 144 pounds, creating the potential for a major battle between two of boxing's standout names.
And Shakur knows that he can't get lazy with me at all. That's why, he was looking at me right now and goes, ooh, you're not even big. I'm like, bro, you were scared if I was big? That's crazy. That's what you were scared of? All right. So I got a little glimpse on what he was kind of worried about. But size don't win fights at all. You seen that today. Mario was bigger than me. But I was quicker. And, but I want that fight. I feel like I'm always up to the challenge of anybody. There's always a way to win. Just gotta figure it out.
After Ryan captured his world title in dominant fashion, he and Shakur came face to face in the ring, instantly raising anticipation for a future fight.
Keep working that jab.
Yeah, let's do it. Hey, it's like back in the days, right?
It's the biggest fight right here.
No, I thought you was bigger than this,
Bro, you know I'm not big. Wait, why do you think I was big?
God, oh man.
Wait, good luck.
Oscar de la Hoya commented that a Ryan versus Shakur fight would deliver excitement for fans, but he also mentioned that Ryan now has several strong options on the table besides Shakur.
What do you think a fight with Shakur Stevenson looks like? They talked about fighting each other next. What do you think that fight would look like?
I love the fight. I mean, look, there's so many options there for Ryan now. Everybody wants to fight him. Everybody wants to dethrone the pretty boy, and now that he has a world title, everybody's after him. So yeah, I think it's a matter of just regrouping, let Ryan rest, and he'll make his decision once he's ready.
Shakur wrote on X, "I'm going to cook Ryan badly. Remember I said it." He continues to show total belief in himself, claiming no active fighter is on his level and standing firm in his confidence inside the ring.
His mother was a judge in our fight, but she had influence on the judging of the fight.
What about him saying that he thought that you think he really won the fight? How close was that fight?
It was an easy fight. It was not a hard fight. He's lying.
All right. Yeah. So Shakur Stevenson accepts your challenge, Ryan Garcia at 144. Yeah. Coppinger says he can't make 44 anyway.
I'll be at his fight. Tell him talk that shit after.
Shakur makes it clear he doesn't view anyone as better than him. He says he's ready to take on any challenger, fully certain that he's the top boxer in the sport.
Rather fight Ryan Garcia or Devin Haney?
I would rather fight either or. I think any of these guys get in front of me, they got a lot to deal with.
Who are you here with? Are these people, who's your manager? I know you got your brother.
My manager is Jay Prince, he's not here.
Jay Prince is not here. Let me tell you something right now. I don't like your answers because I want you to get paid. Okay, your Devin Haney's not going to get you paid.
You don't think so?
No.
Why don't you think that?
Because, look.
He's a big name. I'm a big name.
He's not that. Look,
everybody wants to see that fight.
Let me be respectful because I like David.
In another post on X, Shakur stated, "That wasn't a diss either. I truly believe I'm better than all these fighters," underlining his strong self-belief and focus. At the same time, Henry Garcia says his son has grown into a true superstar after 10 years of hard work, and his latest performance proves his quality beyond doubt.
At what point do you know your son's a superstar? At what point did this major celebrity start showing up? Because we're used to it already for the last 10 years.
Yes. Well, I mean, when you get a performance like this, that's superstardom right there, because all the things that he's been going through and all the haters that have been throwing stuff at him, try to handle that kind of stuff in your mind. Try to sleep at night knowing that you got some serious haters out there, reporters that shake your hand, they say, F you, you know?
A user named Kevin shared his view on X, questioning Shakur's chances against Ryan. He criticized Shakur's style and argued that Ryan's speed and punching power would overwhelm him. Tim Bradley also analyzed the possible matchup. He admitted Ryan's recent fight didn't fully impress him because, although Ryan landed plenty of shots, he couldn't secure a stoppage. Bradley raised concerns about Ryan's reliability as a knockout puncher but still recognized his talent. He explained that a fight with Shakur would revolve more around technique than pure speed or strength. Ryan has blazing speed, but Shakur combines speed with refined skill, making him a complex opponent.
Shakur couldn't finish no damn, Lopez, and he boring as shit. I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia beat the shit out of this dude. Yeah, so y'all want to talk about that, Shakur? Yeah, I was bored last night watching Ryan Garcia. I was waiting on the finish. I'm like, damn, where the finish at, Ryan? Where the damn finish at? You ain't finishing this, boy. You supposed to be the big power puncher now. Ooh, you supposed to be that man. Ooh, you supposed to get rid of this dude. Bro, you didn't get rid of this dude. You hit him with the kitchen sink and couldn't get rid of this dude, bro. For real. Oh, he's tough. He's tough. You should have figured that shit out. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yup, you should have figured it out. But you didn't. It is what it is. So, I'm going to tell y'all this. Everybody keep talking about this Ryan Garcia, Shakur Stevenson fight. Boy, I'm here to let y'all know this shit gonna be easier than the Teofimo Lopez.
Bradley added that Shakur's accuracy and defense could limit Ryan's effectiveness, suggesting Ryan might struggle to connect cleanly. He even hinted that Shakur's technical edge could make the contest simpler than many expect. Still, Bradley emphasized that Ryan's biggest hurdle is consistency. If Ryan keeps improving and stays sharp, the fight could turn into a thrilling contest. However, he warned fans not to underestimate Shakur's ring IQ and
have all the speed in the world. Shakur got speed. He can have all the power in the world. Oh, he can have all the power. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But when he can't land on that don't mean nothing. And he ain't gonna land on Shakur. No, it's not gonna happen. And it's gonna be like taking candy from a damn baby. That's what it's gonna be like. Taking candy from a baby. A lot of upset folks. A lot of people depressed. Yeah, it took this man 10 years to win the championship. One championship, 10 years. Oh, that's y'all king? Okay, let it be y'all king, all right? No doubt. But you get consistent with your performances, Ryan Garcia, maybe I'll believe in your ass. Maybe I'll just believe in your ass. But you ain't consistent, my boy. This is a one, well, maybe two off. But, again, that time when you look good, yeah, when you supposedly didn't train, that time, oh, yeah, you look good.
Wade Plemons believes a Ryan Garcia versus Shakur Stevenson fight is exactly what boxing needs right now. Both athletes are in their prime and rank among America's biggest boxing stars. He suggests a 144-pound catchweight instead of 140 or 147. Wade says this matchup is not about championships but about ending a rivalry that started in their amateur years. They have faced each other before, and Ryan feels he understands how to beat Shakur. Meanwhile, Shakur believes he competes on a higher level and wants to prove it.
Here right now is the time for Ryan Garcia and Shakur Stevenson. Folks, it just makes sense. Two of the biggest names in American boxing in their primes. No, it won't be at 147, it won't be at 140, catchweight 144. I don't care if there's a belt on the line. I need to see that fight. I need it like I need air to breathe, because this rivalry has been brewing even before we've been talking about it. Back in the amateurs, right? All these guys fought against each other. And Ryan says, listen, I know the style to beat Shakur Stevenson. And Shakur's like, cool, you want to come get worked like everybody else? I'm going to show you why I'm on even a different level than you are. And so after the fight, Ryan took the liberty of calling Shakur out, said, I want the fight. And he said something super interesting. He said, I'm not like Tio, because if you can't hurt me, if you don't have any attributes, no power to push me backward, you're not going to be able to keep me.
Following his recent win, Ryan openly called out Shakur, saying he won't be forced backward by anyone who lacks the tools to challenge him. Wade points out that this reflects Ryan's focus and seriousness. While Shakur's victory over Teofimo Lopez was impressive, Ryan's strong performance against Mario Barrios showcased his power and development. If Ryan maintains this sharp form, along with his speed and aggressive mindset, he could surprise many and make a bold statement. Wade insists this is the fight fans have been waiting for and hopes it happens soon.
Said that tonight, he kind of made me believe. He kind of made me think, you know what? He may actually have the answer to Shakur Stevenson. And I think Shakur's win over Teofimo Lopez was more impressive just because of who he did it against and how he did it than Ryan against Mario Barrios. But I don't think it was that much more impressive. because Ryan was a violent motherfucker. And if Ryan is in that form, with that mentality, with that seriousness, with that dedication, he may shock us again. And I'm not basing that off the Devin Haney fight. I'm basing that off the Ryan I saw tonight, because that Ryan right there was even a different animal from the Devin Haney fight. The Ryan in the Devin Haney fight was, you know, relying on instinct, good left hook. I mean, again, the PED bust has got to be mentioned, but he was out of shape and he was tired and, you know, he's taking rounds off. That's not the Ryan we saw tonight. We saw him getting up out of that corner, ready to go round after round, and 12 straight rounds of dominance. Stylistically, it looks like a problem for anybody that fights Shakur.
Boxing analyst Henry says Ryan Garcia's career is entering a promising stage. He notes that although Mario Barrios may still land major paydays, his slower hands, defensive flaws, and limited style make it difficult for him to compete consistently at the highest level. Ryan, by contrast, has numerous opportunities ahead. After his latest win, Ryan immediately mentioned Shakur Stevenson, which Henry believes is logical. Shakur holds a WBC title and is widely regarded as one of the best in his division. Ryan, Shakur, Devin Haney, Teofimo, and Lomachenko all crossed paths in the amateur circuit, so a fight among them always seemed destined.
The name that he called out in the ring after the fight was Shakur Stevenson, and I understand why. Shakur is the man of the moment. And as WBC champion, Ryan has now joined some of his peers, that we've talked about throughout his career at that top table. The likes of Shakur, Devin, Ryan, Teofimo, they were all those guys that were coming through in and around the same weight, that shared amateur careers together and whatnot, that people thought, yeah, those guys are all going to fight each other. I think Tank was in the mix as well. Loma for a while was there too. I think Ryan looked around and was like, I don't like the fact that you guys have got world titles and I don't. This is a problem for me. He's now fulfilled that, and instantly he's called out Shakur. Now, that's because Shakur's the guy of the moment. He is flavor of the month. He is the guy who everyone thinks is probably on his way to being pound for pound #1 in the world right now. And he's down at 140. So he's a little bit smaller than Ryan is right now, and Ryan will like the fact that he's a smaller guy. He's not, as big as a Haney is, for example, who we'll get onto in a moment. Do I think that Ryan has a chance against Shakur Stevenson?
Ryan watched many of his peers secure world titles while he waited for his chance. Now that he has claimed his own belt, challenging Shakur appears both smart and well-timed. Henry explains that Shakur is viewed as one of the elite pound-for-pound fighters at 140 pounds, making him an ideal target. With his speed, technical skill, and championship status, Shakur represents both danger and opportunity. Henry believes Ryan has the mentality and ability to turn this matchup into a defining chapter of his career.
Because Ryan's got that hand speed, if he can get his timing right, I actually think he has a chance, which does sound crazy to say, but stars make fights at the end of the day, people. And I'm not saying I'd pick him to win, but I think he has a chance. Or maybe a better chance than anyone else Shakur has faced. I don't know if that's the best way of explaining it. Of course, I'd love to see that fight next up at 147. But it's a division right now, 147, where Ryan does have so many options. There's Lewis Crocker, who's a world champion. He could try and unify with him. I think Lewis Crocker would take that fight in a heartbeat, and I would expect Ryan to win it. There's the Rolly Romero rematch. I'm sure Ryan would like to get that one back now, and to be honest with you, with the way he looked tonight, Romero's very different from Barrios, but I do think that Garcia would give him a much better fight this time around. But maybe that's one Garcia looks to save when he's a bit further down the line, a bit more established in this new career of his. I say new because it almost feels like a reincarnation of a fighter. A new and improved version, if you will. It does appear that Conor Benn will be in and around 147. That's what he's been talking about doing. He was ringside tonight, although he wasn't mentioned. He didn't go anywhere near.
Coach Breadman reacted to Ryan's latest performance by pointing to his strong amateur background. He explained that while Mario Barrios is a respectable competitor, he never reached Ryan's level during their amateur days. Breadman said fighters such as Devin Haney, Shakur Stevenson, and Keyshawn respect Ryan because they recognize his early accomplishments and experience.
I don't know if it was the display of Shakur with Teofimo Lopez with the jab, but maybe, maybe Ryan looked at this fight like maybe I could beat him before the jab and after the jab, before he throws something, and in that matter, I mean, maybe that jab is starting to set the tone. A lot of these guys lately, they just want to walk these guys down without a jab. I don't know if it's like a style or something, but yeah.
It could be, but you got to remember something too. Ryan Garcia was an elite amateur. If you hear the guys talk about him, just listen to him. They all respect what he did as an amateur. And Mario Barrios really wasn't on that level as an amateur. Ryan was really, really high up there, as far as he got all the respect from the fight and and Keyshawn. He was like, yo, Ryan was nice back in the day. His pedigree just a little bit too high for Mario Barrios. And Rolly was able to beat Ryan. Rolly is heavy-handed, more heavy-handed than you guys realize. He can hurt you. Well, I don't think Mario is as heavy-handed as Rolly. And Rolly, he looked like he can't fight, but he like weird twitchy. He got like weird little awkward twitch where you gotta like be a little bit careful. Mario Barrios is just straight meat and potatoes. You know everything you're gonna do. You can pick up his body rhythm. I'm not gonna say threat, but there's no real novelty about his approach. You can see what he's about to do. With Rolly, you gotta like jump back a little bit, like, okay, he's gonna throw a weird little hook.
Shakur Stevenson, his performance with Tio, I really had no real critique for him. That's how flawless the man operated. Pause. Right? I really could, like, I can't tell you the last time, like, because normally, even if a fighter wins, there's like a little something like, oh, you know, like even, I'm not trying to throw anyone under the bus, but let's say Devin Haney, right? Devin Haney started off very strong with Brian Norman, and then the performance kind of fizzled out. You did what you did, and you convincingly beat a champion in Brian Norman that some people thought he would be able to knock you out. You dropped him in the second round, had a stanky leg in. So that part was good. But I feel like it didn't really crescendo after you drew first blood and hurt Brian Norman in that second round. Ryan Garcia, for some reason, he's saying that Shakur pooped his pants. And this is not the first time that he said that. So I don't know what's up with that. He says Edgar Berlanga, boxer out of Brooklyn, was in the amateur circuit at the same time. So he was like, ask him, he knows. So what do we know? Ryan wants to fight against Shakur after the Barrios fight, right? Now, I gotta keep it real, like I always do on my channel. Shakur, I don't have a problem with his overall response. What I do have a problem with is he says, Ryan, fight me at 144, which is a catch.
That concludes today's video. Stay tuned for more updates, and make sure to subscribe to the King Boxing.